It's really flicked in by Rom.
Вплотную идет вот два болида касса на ваших экранах. Магнусом, который стал звездой Ютуба, я бы сказал, после своего интервью в прямом эфире. Но в прямом эфире он его давал своим коллегам из датского телевидения. Это было после финиша Венгрии. Мы помним, какие проблемы у него там были с Хюлькенбергом. Штраф в итоге. Хюлькенберг подошел предъявить претензии прямо вот в вот этой загородке в медиапене, там, где раздают...
Не прошел первый пас, затем подбирает мяч, играет на Ивана Ракетича, тут переводит на Бускетса, Бускетс пасывает по центру на Месси. Месси неподалеку от штрафной. Месси наносит удар, Пачеко снова в игру вступает. Третий раз уже за эти 8 с лишним минут. Побеспокоили Фернандо Пачеко, футболисты Барселоны. Напомню, что в первом туре 3 раза...
I think it's quite interesting. Now we know how they're lining up. The fact that Semedo's on the bench, because I think Semedo would have played in place of Alex Vidal at right back, but when it's Sergi Roberto,
Messi's chip into the box towards Deulofeu.
And those two, Messi and Deulofeu. That's how the first goal came about. In fact, we all thought that Messi had got a touch on the ball. It ended up being an own goal.
It's a lovely touch to Pedraza from me by Gomez. Pedraza getting near the area. He's going to try a shot. Piqué was there to block, and somehow Sobrino on the far post couldn't quite get there in time. But showing a real threat on the counter there. It was all started by Eli, who found Ibai. A first touch from Ibai Gomez to Pedraza. Pedraza went all the way, and really, although the flag was up for offside, Ruben Sobrino are only as far as Piqué, and Barca start again. Iniesta, lovely little shilly-shally there, finding Messi. It falls to Iniesta, tries to come on. Pacheco, 5 saves now in 15 minutes.
I think so, yeah, but you wouldn't say he's been properly tested yet either. They've all been fairly comfortable saves. This was a quite tame shot by Andres Iniesta. The ball wasn't in the perfect position. He kind of...
It's Sergio Busquets who took a tumble in the box. Once more, Messi finding the hands of Fernando is in the wilderness. Here's Leo Messi. Still Messi. Vidal just stepped away from him, and Deulofeu very close to sneaking that one in at the near post. The referee claims or feels that the ball had gone out for a goal kick. Leo Messi, I don't think he agrees too much with referee Del Ferro Grande there.
No, you very rarely see Leo Messi arguing with referees, which to me would suggest that he feels he's been robbed here because he doesn't think that one crossed the line.
Well, it was a close call as he put the cross into the near post. The linesman was presumably well placed. Messi disagrees, but I'm not sure he's right there, actually. Let's have a look. Unless he's claiming there was a handball. Different team, but it's certainly a project that is well founded. There are plans to renovate this marvellous old stadium to bring it up into the 21st century. It's the 3rd oldest stadium in the Spanish League.
It's interesting because you don't get that feeling when you're there. It's not like you...
And well, the idea is to continue. Certainly it's a project of some interest. There's a chase for Sobrino, gets away from Piqué. Sobrino against Ter Stegen. Brilliant work from the German keeper. That, after 30 minutes play, was the clearest chance of the game so far, and Ruben Sobrino knows it. It's going to be Ibai Gomez, chested down by a combination of Piqué and Busquets, headed away. And winning a corner there by Gomez, and there is an Alaves player who goes down. I don't think you can call that a handball.
Not in a million years, no. Strikes his arm, but it's right.
No. Swings it in, and well, it got to the far post there without anybody getting a touch. And there's a yellow card there for Alexis Ruano, I think. Or is it? No, it's for Rodrigo Eli.
Penalty.
And a penalty given. Piqué ending up on the floor. The Brazilian central defender, the guilty party now. Del Ferro making it absolutely clear he's surrounded by the players. He's got a grip on Piqué. Piqué's trying to get an overhead kick in there. And the arms, the referee staring at it.
It's the right decision.
He absolutely, I mean, he can have no complaint about it, I think.
He's all over Gerard Piqué there. It's one of those that, for years...
The greatest player in the world from the penalty spot. Leo Messi practically without a run-up. Referee just telling the defenders to stay out of the area. Is Messi, and it's saved by Pacheco. Whether it was on target or not, I don't know, but Pacheco clearly got a glove to... Well, let's see this penalty again. I think it's going inside the post. That's a fantastic save.
Oh, it's a really good save, because Messi strikes it well. It's a...
Vidal finding himself on the left wing. Gets it back from Iniesta. Alba to Busquets. Busquets picks out to Alaves Vidal once more. In comes the cross. Piqué was there on the far post. They're claiming handball. The fans behind the goal are claiming it too. And he gets a yellow card for cheating.
Yeah, he knew it, didn't he? Gerard Piqué as well. Desperately trying to stretch for the ball in the end. The only way to get there was with his hand, and
I seem to remember him doing that very recently this season in a previous game, maybe in the Super Cup against Samuel Umtiti. Have all got yellow cards. Here's Deulofeu.
What?
Pacheco once more.
Once again, and once again, he doesn't quite strike it properly, Deulofeu. We've seen so many shots that have bounced their way to the goalkeeper. We haven't seen any really cleanly struck shots other than that Leo Messi penalty, which he did strike very nicely. Once again there, he doesn't get hold of it properly, and it turns out to be a...
Being well harried there by Oscar Romero. Sobrino finding Wakaso. Wakaso looking for Ibai. He's onside, is he? Crosses, and so close to getting on the edge there, Oscar Romero. Ibai Gomez cannot believe how he missed that. That's a couple of attempts. One in the first half early on, one now in the first move of the second half, where they've gone very, very close indeed. It's Manu Garcia, isn't it?
Yes, the skipper. It's the captain, Manu Garcia, making a run from midfield. It's a perfect cross. And he's so...
Andres Iniesta. Now Jordi Alba. Square to Leo Messi. Acres of space for Messi. There's a push on the edge of the box. Umtiti goes down. Messi's shot off target.
He caught it well, Leo Messi. Just looked to place it in the top corner, didn't he? Well, it's not far away.
Not far away at all. Time for Messi to be able to drop this one. Over the wall, took a deflection in the end. Relatively comfortably into the hands of Fernando Pacheco.
Yeah, a little build-up with the referee getting that wall a full...
Little back healer from Sergi Roberto. Rakitic. Gerard Piqué. Spreads it wide. Here's Jordi Alba. Return ball from Iniesta, who cuts it back towards Messi. Messi's shot took a deflection. 1-0 to...
At some stage someone was going to have a clean strike on goal. At some stage someone was going to get more of an angle, or Barca were going to get a little bit lucky, and that's what they do here. It takes a really nasty deflection.
It's off Rodrigo Alay, the deflection. The way, and you can see Messi celebrating there. It looked as though he wasn't going to get to the ball, but he managed to get there ahead. Oh, it is, in fact, yes, Ruano, Alexis Ruano. Alay comes...
How disciplined they are in defence, this Alaves side. Know exactly what they're doing, know exactly what areas they're covering, each and every player.
Bit of space here for Messi now, though. He lays it off to Deulofeu. Deulofeu chips it in. It falls to Alba. And Alba on the half volley couldn't control it. There was a nasty challenge from behind from Vigaray. Seemed to get him in the small of the back. And as Alba went down, he went down very awkwardly indeed. Now, I don't think that's deliberate from Carlos Vigaray. I just don't think he could break in time. But Jordi Alba in trouble.
It's his ankle, I think. He's really hurt himself. I don't know if he maybe kicks the ground.
Ooh, no, I think Vigaray actually catches him. Look at this. He does. He takes his boot off, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
From Pedraza, Ibai Gomez blocked. And it fell for Sergi Roberto. And that's an excellent ball indeed to Paco Alcácer. Messi in the middle, and it's blocked by Alexis, and that's the problem, I think, for a player like Alcácer, although he does win it back. Leo Messi! The referee looks at the linesman, and points at the spot, and Barca make it 2-0. That was very, very,
Going to come on, but look at this. There was just no need. It's intelligent from Wakaso and just lazy from Alexis.
Well, he was there to prevent Paco Alcácer, who instead of thinking about shooting was thinking about finding Messi. But that was just a poor attempted clearance, wasn't it? It wasn't even a clearance, he decides to have a go on target, about the same distance as Messi's. No problems for Mark ter Stegen. They often say, don't they, that one of the hardest jobs in football is to be back in by Wakaso, Umtiti. Busquets lost it. It falls to Sobrino. Still Sobrino. Cuts it back. And there's the chance coming to Burgi. He can't quite find the space for the shot. And Mr. Cool and calm and collected Sergio Busquets playing it. It's cleared, swept up by Busquets. That was brilliant. Here's Dennis again. Messi off the crossbar. I think that's 4 times he's hit the woodwork so far this season. We're not even at the end of match day.
Again here. In line for a hat-trick, of course, Leo Messi. And that was nearly it. Teed it up for the Barca captain, instead went alone and got robbed of the ball.
Well, here's Carlos Vigaray, of all people, storming forward. He's got Enzo absolutely alone. Look for the cross, and Enzo Zidane with the arms up, claiming or remonstrating with Carlos Vigaray because he was in an acre of space just on the edge of the box. You can't even see him there because, well, just around 0 points. I don't think too many people in Mendizorroza are going to be calling for Luis Zubeldia's head quite yet. There's, well, a mixed ovation, but certainly at least half the fans, if not more, applauding Andres Iniesta as Dennis, Rakitic, Messi, Dennis does well to get away from the 3 men around him. Here's Messi. Options here with the arrival of Jordi Alba. Cuts it back in towards Messi. And finally it was blocked, but Rakitic with a chance. Unable to make... There's Dennis. Tries the shot. And Pacheco couldn't hold it. And there's a chance on the break here. Storming away, it's Pedraza. He's got Messi chasing him.